We began like caterpillars, small, fuzzy, wearing our nappiness like a shield.
Is what we want.
I'm Rodney Hall. I'm the director of photography for Black Enough.
My name is Randy Melton. I play Jaheem Hakeem Washington in Black Enough.
Listen, I don't need nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Just give me like a B-list celebrity, you know? Make me look like a love interest in a Tyler Perry joint, all right?
Oh, Tyler Perry?
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
So, personally, I rap and I'm working on production. So I've been making music since, I've been freestyling since I was like 7 or 6 over like, there's this thing called like this Xbox music generator. It was like this game. And you just go up there and they take like songs like from Outkast and from Snoop Dogg, like all their production, you just lay it out and use it however you want to use it.
Fire.
So my cousin used to line those up, make beats, and we would just like freestyle over them and get like a cassette recorder and just record it onto a cassette.
Yeah.
So we used to do that, and then I didn't really get into like making music until I was like 2011, and I was trash. I was doo-doo butter.
Like everybody when they start.
And then like I didn't really find my vibe until 2015.
Okay.
2015, that's when I started actually getting into it.
Yeah.
And then experimenting more, kind of finding my craft. And that's when I started getting more into production.
Right.
And got FL Studio and everything like that. When did you start?
So it's funny, me and you started like the same time.
Hey.
Yeah. So when I started, also trash, like everybody when they start. But yeah, I had no clue about music, and like one of my friends, they were like, you know, you can really do it, and so I tried, and like I think within a year, like I was more so on the production side though. Like I wasn't trying to rap or anything, so just mainly learning about production, and like now, since like 2015, I started recording myself, and then started trying to sing more, and 2017, 2018 is when I really like feel like I found my sound, like what you call the JRH sound, which is like smooth, soulful, like very emotional type of music. And yeah, I released my first project called Sad Boy. That's out on all streaming platforms. And yeah, I'm working on my next project. I dropped a couple singles this year, and it's been crazy. I'm just like excited for like what's next. But yeah, I use Ableton for anyone.
Ableton goes crazy.
Yeah.
My friend I gotta show you some of his production.
Yeah.
He's like in Japan right now. His producer name is Dan Jor.
Okay.
And like his production is dope.
Yeah.
And he uses Ableton all the time. He upgraded from like GarageBand to FL to Ableton.
Yeah.
And I think he's trying to like master that now.
Yeah.
Ableton goes crazy.
It's quiet because nobody can see that a miracle, an entire biological, physiological, spiritual miracle is happening inside of that cocoon you've built.
For me, early on, like when I first started, what first inspired me was like one song and like one album. So it was Drake's "Take Care," and specifically like Marvin's Room, and like Novocaine by Frank Ocean. Cause like when I heard "Take Care," I was like, I have to know how to make music now. Like I gotta figure out how to do this. So after that, then like a year later, I like kind of switched because then I got into like hip hop. So it was J Dilla and like Madlib. Which is like J Dilla's crazy. And Madlib's my favorite because he just does whatever he wants. Like he doesn't really care about. Like J Dilla's very like technical and whatever. His beats sound cool, but like Madlib's just like, oh, I'm gonna sample indie music today. Okay, cool. I'm gonna sample rock music. So it just taught me like be free with your creation.
Look, all love. I just don't think this is for you. Maybe for somebody else. But I love you though. All right. It's just one of those things.
My influences early on, when I first started, one of my main influences was Eminem, and I realized Eminem really ain't all that. So I'm like, okay, but nah, even before Eminem, it was Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul.
Yeah.
Audio 2, Top Billin' was like one of the ones I listened to most. And then like kind of like, because my mother used to play like all those 90s old tracks. My father like grew up in the Bronx in like the 80s. So he like was right into the center of hip hop.
That's crazy.
So he used to rap, but he never showed me what it was.
Okay.
So I don't know how he was. But when I got closer to finding my sound, it became more Childish Gambino, J. Cole, Mick Jenkins.
Oh yeah.
Definitely kind of heavy Kanye West, early Kanye.
Kanye was crazy.
And now it's kind of like just the people that I listen to, the people that aren't like, you know, crazy big. No Name is definitely one that influences me. I think the way that I get influenced is always by the pattern in which they rhyme, and never like the flow that they capture.
Okay.
So if they like how they break down syllables.
Right.
So that's what influences me when I like listen to these artists.
Right.
And like I don't know, you influenced me like a whole bunch when I like listen to your music.
Oh really?
Because I'm like, yeah, because it's a new sound. I'm like, okay, I want to see if I can like learn that sound, because I don't like sticking with the same project 24/7. I don't like that. I like to switch up my sounds as much as I can, and I definitely want to like train my voice so I can start singing on tracks sometimes.
Yeah, come to Toronto.
Hey, I'll be there, eh?
I like your earrings. I couldn't pull them off.
You'd be surprised how much power they hold.
Like I could, for example, like when I was working as acting as Jaheem, but I was also writing, and at the same time I was also working on like these other, like another shoot that I was doing while getting inspired to do a photo shoot.
Right.
So it's like they all just come when they come, and sometimes when you're done with one, the other one's just gonna be coming right back up.
Right.
Whichever one's making money is the one you're gonna prioritize.
Right.
Between now and forever, regret is in the past and you can get it back. So cherish what you have and now what you lack.
For me, it's been interesting because through the years I've been like, let me just focus on one thing, like go crazy on photography, or like let me just focus on music. But I think having the skills in both has helped me, because like, for example, like later on the plan is, or for this year, like in the next 5 years, like the plan is to really focus in on music. But I have skills and knowledge as a photographer and as a producer, so there'll be, most of the time, at least if there's a song that I'm really feeling, like for example my song Fastlane, like as soon as I finished that song, or like while I was making it, I knew exactly what the visual was gonna be for it. But I'm like, okay, I don't got the budget right now, so I'm gonna wait. So I have that in my memory bank, but like I might do a photo shoot that inspires that, and then tie it with the song, and or like for example, getting a song, one of my songs in Black Enough, would like make the song make even more sense, because I just feel like when music's tied with like moving visuals, it just works so well. So
It definitely does.
yeah, so for me, they kind of all bounce around. Like the ideal thing for me later on would be like, this would be so crazy, like meeting an artist who's like really hungry, they just want to get things done, and then I do the photos, take care of their production, like record the project, whatever, and then we just like get together and like put it out. That would be like so.
That'd be so tough.
And like, you don't need no label for that.
No, that's facts. You really don't need a label.
And like, if say for example, if the artist was crazy in like graphic design or something like that,
That's
it's
a
a
wrap.
wrap.
Because everybody's so multifaceted.
Exactly.
That's the thing I love about most of this age.
Beyond girlhood, while still appreciating the wonder and the audacity and the innocence and the power and the creativity that dwells within us, that little girl stuff that's within us. But I'm like, no, don't call me black girl magic. Nah, this is black woman magic.
Oh, I did have one quick question for you.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you can make a song one year and then a year later make a music video, or do you think the music video has to come out like within the same month or two?
So this is just me, but like, so I can't speak on. I feel like for me personally, like even though Sad Boy came out last year, I could say make a whole visual album into that, because I'm so new. So whatever content that comes out, it'll be good content. So I feel like that album was really good. So it could be presented another way, like visually, that could be super crazy, and people might be like, oh shoot, like I never heard this album, like then they want to go check it, but then they think, oh, this just came out, so and so. But you know what I mean, I feel personally like when you got good content, like it just doesn't die. Like it doesn't really have a shelf life. Like a lot of songs that, you know, from like 20 years ago, they get rehashed in like a meme, and then all of a sudden the streaming numbers go up like crazy. So
that's so true.
Smelted with memory, so no matter where we go, we can always hear and be and fly wherever we're meant to fly.
So for me, you can find me on all streaming platforms, literally everything: SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, everything. Yeah.
For me right now, it's SoundCloud, but by the time y'all see this, I'm gonna be on all streaming platforms. So I'm gonna just say all streaming platforms at Pretty Awesome. Pretty Awesome's the name.
So you can find me on all streaming platforms at Jimmy Rodney Hall, SoundCloud, Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, all the major distributors.